If you are nervous for your first therapy appointment with a new therapist, then you are right on track. Most people walk into the first meeting with some bigger than usual feelings. This is normal and expected. Why would you be feeling anything else, right? Therapy is this weird thing where you sign up and you pay money to talk to a complete stranger about vulnerable things. Oftentimes, these are things you haven't told anyone else yet. And that's unlike any other kind of relationship in the world. Therapy is this very unique thing. So yeah, some anxiety is the appropriate response. If you've never gone before, you may be wondering, how does this even work? What do I do? Can I ask them questions? Will they like me? Will I like them? How do I know if this is the right person to help me? And that last question is the one I want to focus on here. What many new to therapy people maybe don't realize is this. Your therapist may be the one asking the questions, especially in the first meeting, and doing the clinical interviewing, but you're the one doing the hiring. Hi, I'm Dan. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist with a PhD in couple and family therapy. Today, I want to give you some helpful questions worth asking a potential therapist to help you find the right person to give you the help you need. Why do we feel like we can't ask our therapist questions? Well, I think I might understand why. I've been a client too. And it can feel a little bit presumptuous, like you're being demanding or imposing or breaking some rule about the process, where the space is like where you're supposed to show up and be the one getting the help, and you don't want to come off as like ungrateful or like you're a difficult client. But here's what experience has taught me. Any therapist who is put off by reasonable questions about how they do their work is giving you important and albeit concerning data about them. They may not be the right fit for you. Good therapists welcome questions like this without defensiveness every time. So here are the questions I'd want you to ask me if you are a new client for me. First, what's your primary approach and why do you work that way? This is one of the more important questions on the list. Therapists are trained in genuinely different methods: CBT, EFT, EMDR, IFS, DBT, ACT, psychodynamic work, and many more. And most therapists work primarily from one of these lenses. You don't really need to know the acronyms or what they all mean. You need to know whether your therapist and their explanation makes sense to you. Whether the therapist can actually say why they work the way they do, and whether it sounds like a reasonable fit for what you're bringing to the work. If they can't explain their approach in plain, understandable language, then they may not have a great grasp on how to be helpful, and then the process might be likely to feel a little bit haphazard, maybe disorganized, without a clear direction. What experience do you have with my specific situation? There's a real difference between a therapist who has worked with hundreds of couples navigating betrayal and affairs and communication versus a therapist who just says they work with couples on their website. So be sure to ask about their experience. It's a fair question. How will we know if this is working? This question catches some therapists off guard, but a thoughtful answer sounds like this. We'll establish goals together, check in regularly about how things are landing, and adjust if something isn't clicking. Vague answers like, you'll just know, or you'll feel it. Those are less helpful. What does a typical session look like with you? Some therapists are structured, some give explanations, some give homework and psychoed, others are more open and client-led. Some are funny, some are less funny, some are crude, some are not. None of this makes one better than the other, but you're allowed to know what you're signing up for before you're 5 sessions in. What should I do if I feel like it's not working? Now listen carefully to the therapist's response there. A good therapist will say something like, bring it up. If you feel like it's not working, I want to know. It's part of my job to hear that and to try to work with you and figure it out together. We could maybe find something else that can work better for you. I'd hate to not know and have you just be holding on to that, feeling it and not feeling like you could tell me. This tells you, before you've invested months and lots of money, whether this is a relationship where your honesty, your feedback is actually safe and welcomed. There are also some practical questions too. Insurance and cost. Therapy you can't sustain isn't the best help for you. It's just a countdown to a goodbye, potentially with work left unfinished. So try to get clear on this part about payment right at the beginning. When you ask these questions, listen less for the right answer, because there may not be one. Listen more for how they answer. Are they defensive? Are they curious? Are they engaging with you specifically or running through some script in their head? Are they warm, humble, and open with you? Do you feel like they're really hearing what you're asking for? Do you leave the session feeling more clear about the process or more confused? And you're doing the hiring, right? So you are allowed to talk to more than one therapist before committing. It's okay to look around a little bit. I'd actually really encourage it for most people who aren't in acute crisis. Some therapists give consultation calls, and you can do a quick interview and ask them these questions before you commit. You're not a passive recipient in this process. You're an active participant in finding the right match. So use these questions. Come to your first session with your new therapist with these questions written down, if that's helpful. It's not excessive. It can actually be really useful to do. That's taking your own well-being seriously and advocating for your needs. Hopefully, you found this video helpful. If so, share this with someone who's trying to figure out where to start. Thanks for watching.